Today on an all-new Dr. Phil. She was a pretty cheerleader in high school, but now...
My sister is 6 months pregnant and doing drugs.
She's an addict and mother of 2.
They're alone in a seedy hotel room with this. How long has it been since you've done heroin?
Earlier today.
You think since her mom is a nurse, she would take her to the hospital, but instead, they made a drug run.
I just wanted to help her feel better.
So that baby is high on heroin right now. I can alert LAPD before you walk off of this stage.
So you think forcing someone to get help like that is the best way?
I don't give a what you think. I'm concerned about your baby. I want you to meet Joelle. She says when she found her 2 little grandchildren living in a complete mess of a hotel room filled with cigarettes, trash, and their drug addict mother, she had to quit her $100,000 a year job and take care of the girls. She says her 28-year-old daughter, Kaitlin, who was once a beautiful high school cheerleader, is now hooked on heroin. And if that isn't bad enough, Kaitlin, the heroin addict, is now 6 months pregnant. Joelle and her other daughter, Amy, say they are scared for Kaitlin's life and the life of her unborn baby. Take a look.
My sister Kaitlin is a drug addict and a junkie.
In the past, Kaitlin has done crack, cocaine, heroin, and prescription medications, but heroin is her drug of choice.
I got up to 6 grams a day and started using for about 6 years. I've never overdosed, but I have woken up with a needle in my arm before.
It scares me to death that she is 6 months pregnant and still doing drugs.
I use heroin about 5 times a day at least.
3 weeks ago, my mom and I took my sister to the hospital to get her clean.
I took her in with a needle in her thumb. It had to be surgically removed because she injected and broke a needle off. When she started detoxing, she yelled, screamed, was very, very combative.
I've been withdrawing. I want my medication so I can lay the down and go to sleep.
She threw a phone, she threw pudding, she ran around the hospital naked, yelled and screamed at the doctors.
Kaitlin got clean at the hospital. After they kicked her out, she went back to the streets.
Kaitlin is living a very dangerous life. She's lost custody of her children. She's homeless, living with drug addicts. I saw a drug dealer hit Kaitlin. When I confronted him, he threatened to shoot me.
If Kaitlin does not kill herself with drugs, she will get killed on the streets.
So how did a young girl active in school, active in class, a cheerleader, in good health, get to this point? Joelle says she's been trying to help Kaitlin, but Amy calls it enabling, not helping. Take a look.
My mom is a big reason why my sister is a pregnant addict.
Just this morning, I gave Kaitlin $60 to buy heroin. In the past, I've paid for Kaitlin's rent, groceries, bills, cigarettes.
Every time my sister wrecks a car, my mom buys her a new one.
I have purchased hotel rooms for Kaitlin because she's been homeless. I've bailed Kaitlin out of jail 3 times.
I don't think my mom enables me at all because she doesn't give me anything. I've probably asked my mom for money about 5 times.
I'm gonna give her 60 more for a total of 100.
I think my mom's maybe given me $500 in the past 12 years.
I've probably given Kaitlin over $10,000 in cash over the years.
If my mom does not stop enabling my sister, all of her help will end up killing her.
Tell me how you're doing this morning.
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Better.
What's your understanding about why we're here today?
Why? Because I need help.
Pardon me?
Because I need help.
Yeah, why do you need help?
Why? Because I've been doing heroin for a very long time.
Yeah, how'd you get started?
Just a friend.
Huh?
A friend.
A friend just said, let's try this, or?
Yeah.
Nobody ever starts it for the first time with the idea of getting addicted to heroin, right?
No, not at all.
And you certainly didn't.
No.
Was it just a party type thing, fun,
Yeah.
one day?
Yeah.
Did you do it once and then it was a while, or when you did it the first time, did it start right away being a habit?
Well, I did it probably for about a week or two straight, and then it was on from there because they couldn't get off of it.
Yeah.
Started going through withdrawals.
Yeah. So you have 2 children, correct?
Correct.
And they're 4 and 2?
Correct.
You've been doing heroin for how long? 6 years?
Since I was 16.
Heroin and cocaine.
Yeah, and crack and other things.
And crack?
Whatever.
Yeah. You're laughing about it.
It's not funny, no.
Huh?
It's not funny.
But
No.
tell me why you're laughing.
Because it's terrible.
Huh?
It's terrible.
Is that an anxiety laugh?
Yeah.
Because you don't think it's funny.
No, not at all.
Your 4-year-old, you were on drugs when she was born.
No, I was on methadone, prescribed.
And your 2-year-old.
She prescribed methadone.
And were the babies born healthy?
Yeah, they were born healthy, but they had to go through withdrawal.
Kaitlin's 2 children were addicted to drugs when they were born.
In the past, all 3 of my pregnancies have been planned because I love kids, first of all. At the time of getting pregnant, I thought that it would definitely motivate me of getting clean.
7 months ago, my husband and I gained custody of her 2 children. DHS found the children alone in the hotel room and immediately called me. The oldest daughter has a lot of temper tantrums. They can last anywhere between a half hour to an hour and a half of constant screaming and kicking. I quit my job to take care of the girls full time, but as of right now, I'm very emotionally, physically, and financially strained. Kaitlin is pregnant now, and if the baby is born addicted to drugs, it will probably go into foster care because there's no way I can take care of this 3rd child.
And they've had problems because of that, correct?
I don't believe so.
Well, the professionals think so. The
Okay.
professionals think that they failed to hit developmental benchmarks and that they have demonstrated deficiencies
Right.
cognitively and struggled health-wise because of the condition in which they were born. Right?
Sure.
Correct?
Yes.
And now you're how pregnant?
6 months.
6 months? And how long has it been since you've done heroin?
Earlier today.
So you did it today.
Yes.
And where did you get it today?
Down the streets, downtown.
So you went downtown to Skid Row
Correct.
and got $240 worth of drugs?
Throughout yesterday and today.
And where'd you get the $240?
My mom.
And this was after you got some drugs on Hollywood Boulevard,
And
they didn't do the trick.
Right.
That wasn't, you still were starting to go into withdrawal.
Yeah, I was withdrawing very bad. Tried to go to the hospital. Didn't
Okay,
work.
that didn't work.
No.
And this is, your mom took this picture.
She was high here.
So you got some drugs, they didn't do the trick. So you gave her some money, and did you go to Skid Row with her
Yes.
and bought heroin down there?
I gave her the money to buy it.
My mom is a huge enabler. You give her cars, you give her money, hotel rooms.
How much is going to have to be lost before you pull your head out? And later, I'm going to put LAPD on your ass. They're going to catch you making a drug connection. They're going to arrest you, and they're going to put you in jail. And I'll never see you again.
I enable Kaitlin because I blame myself for what she went through in the past. Kaitlin was molested by a family friend. I felt extremely guilty. I have not been able to forgive myself for that.
You give her money a lot.
Yes.
She says you've given her $500.
Well, I gave her $300 in the last less than 24 hours. So I'm
She
gonna
says
guess
you've
it's
given
more
her
than that.
$500 in the last several years. You say you've given her like $10,000.
Yeah, it's been about 10,000, if not more.
So tell me why you've done that.
Guilt. Guilt. I feel guilty that I wasn't there for her as a mother. We let a friend move into our home, and he molested her. And the second that I found out about it, I kicked him out immediately. He never walked into my house again at that point. I had no clue what was going on. Then her dad died, and it was a back-to-back thing, and I was very much mourning over his death as well as trying to take care of the 3 children. And I wasn't good at that point. I was a good mom until all of that happened. And I'm here to try and help her.
And how old was she when this happened to her?
10, maybe.
I'm very sorry that happened to you, by the way. Seriously, I'm very sorry that happened to you. So you're going to have to link this up for me. So she gets victimized at 10. And so you think now, since she was victimized at 10, you will help her poison herself to death so you'll feel better?
Not necessarily.
Well, tell me what part of that I misunderstood. You said she was victimized at 10, I feel guilty, so now I've given her $10,000 to buy poison with to pump into her veins.
I didn't know she was doing heroin at that time.
Hold on. Now, wait a minute. Oh, listen, hold on. Hold on. Look at this. This is a bald head.
Yes.
That's a clue.
Yeah.
I've been around the track a few times.
Yeah.
Okay? Now you can tell yourself, you can tell your little friends at church, you can tell the girls at the supermarket or whatever that you don't know where that $10,000 went or was going, but you can't tell me that.
You're right.
So don't waste my time.
You're right.
With that. We're talking about her life and that baby's life. You've already got 2
Yes.
that have paid the price.
Yes.
A 4-year-old and a 2-year-old that have paid the price.
Yes.
How much is going to have to be lost before you pull your head?
This is it. This is it.
I'm serious here.
Yes.
You're not making these choices for her. She's making the choices. That's not on you.
Right.
But you don't have to finance it. You don't have to. Enable is a word that gets used so much that it loses its meaning. But enable means you make it possible for her to do it.
Yes.
You empower her. You make it possible. You give her the ability to do it. And you say, well, if I didn't, then what would happen? I mean, she would be on the street. She would be here. She would be there. Would you have rather dealt with that 6 years ago or now? 6 years ago, then maybe the 4-year-old wouldn't be in the situation. Then maybe the 2-year-old wouldn't be in the situation. Then maybe this wouldn't be so deeply entrenched in her brain and in her chemistry right now. Because if you think it's easier to turn this around 6 years into it than it would have been 6 years ago, one of us is a fool.
Yeah.
So I'm the wrong guy to come and try to gloss this over.
Right.
I'm not here to throw you under the bus. I'm here to get her out from under it. But we need to be honest with each other.
I have helped her hurt herself.
Help me out here.
Yeah, my mom is a huge enabler, you know. You give her cars, you give her money, hotel rooms. Kaitlin, you know it's true.
And you've learned what works, right? You pitch a fit, you yell, scream, break phones.
Yeah. Kaitlin.
You don't know how to manipulate your mother.
I mean, of course, anybody knows how to manipulate another person. But
Yeah, coming up, more about Joelle and Kaitlin's drug run yesterday.
I think I need to find an ATM for her. So I basically spent $280 in the last 10 hours trying to get drugs for Kaitlin. Now we're here and God knows where trying to find, well, she's trying to find drugs. And I have no idea where she's at. She's walking down the street somewhere looking for heroin.
What do you think's going to happen here if this continues on?
She's going to die. You're going to die. And I don't think I can go through that. And this is it, Kaitlin.
You're going to go through it. Joelle says her daughter Kaitlin, a former high school cheerleader, is now 6 months pregnant with her third child and addicted to heroin. Yesterday, Kaitlin started to withdraw. So, of course, you think since Joelle is a nurse and understands the biochemistry, understands the curve, she would take her to the hospital, but instead, they made a drug run.
I'm going. I cannot do this. We'll go
you have
down
to.
the street. No.
Kaitlin,
I gotta been found something by now.
how are you going to get it? You have no money. You have nothing.
I don't give a I don't care. I need to go.
I am going to find an to go downtown to get drugs. Arriving now. They're arriving now. So we'll go. Wherever you think there's drugs.
Where the homeless shelters
Where the
are.
homeless people are. I am scared to death right now. I hope that she doesn't get, I don't know what the heck she's doing. This is crazy. I think I need to find an ATM for her because she's not going to have enough for tomorrow. Nervous, obviously.
We don't have homework today.
So I basically spent $280 in the last 10 hours trying to get drugs for Kaitlin. The first batch wasn't any good, and now we're here and God knows where trying to find, well, she's trying to find drugs. And I have no idea where she's at. She's walking down the street somewhere looking for heroin. I'm just waiting for her and hope she comes. Kaitlin got drugs. It's crazy. We just went through hell right now.
Crazy people. There's like tents set up everywhere. Like it's just filled with homeless people. And
My heart is pounding right now. Just pounding. Oh, God. I have no excuse. I didn't want her to withdraw. I know that we did try and take her to the hospital, and she ended up leaving. I don't have an answer for why I did what I did. I just wanted to help her feel better.
So you got the heroin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you take it?
injected it.
Injected it? Mm-hmm. So you bought heroin that she pumped into her veins and therefore into the baby's veins.
Yes.
So that baby is high on heroin right now.
She's been high on heroin since she was conceived.
If you start in to withdraw, there's nothing that you will focus on except getting your next fix, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And at that point, you become irrational. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Very.
Very.
And how long before you need your next fix?
Very soon.
Are you starting to get there?
Not at the moment, but yeah, I'll be there.
Hour, 2 hours?
Yeah.
You usually shoot up 5 times a day?
Yeah, if not more.
Pardon?
Yes, if not more.
If not more? And you've had how much today?
Like two 10-packs, 2 20-packs. I don't know what they
Okay.
were.
Yeah. So you're going to come up due here in the next couple hours?
Oh, yeah.
Or you're going to start feeling how?
Very, very sick.
Really sick?
Flu times a million. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Are you concerned about your baby?
Very.
Are you concerned that your baby is on heroin?
It is.
What do you think is going to happen when that baby's born?
Well, hopefully I'll be able to get help before that happens. But if not, the alternative is always methadone, and I think that's worse than heroin.
Kaitlin, if you were so concerned about your baby, why did you go right back onto the streets after we tried to get you clean 3 weeks ago?
The cleaning didn't get me clean.
You say you want help. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah.
I want to detox and get clean, counseling. All that.
And how do you think is the best way to do that?
How? I don't know.
You seem to know best.
You said you wanted to go in the hospital for 6 days and detox?
Yeah, I would like to. I think that'd be the best way because I don't want to go on methadone because that's why I started using again. I was clean for 4 years, but I was still dependent on the methadone. And that withdrawal was even worse than heroin withdrawals. And I just don't want to go through that cycle. I don't want to have another baby on methadone. They say that's the best way, that's what you should go on when you're pregnant. That's really the only option that they give you. And I just think that that's just terrible. I don't know.
Are you kidding me? You're using heroin.
Okay, what's methadone? A synthetic, pure heroin.
How are you getting money now? What do you do to get money?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, either I'll pawn things that I have or I'll just borrow money or things like that. I don't know.
Are you committing crimes? Are you stealing stuff?
No, I actually have not ever had to do that. So I've always been...
Are you prostituting yourself?
No, absolutely not. No, I've always been very self-sufficient. I've always had a job until just recently. I danced for years, so I made a lot of money doing that. I've dealt drugs, so that makes a lot of money. So I've never really been in this position before.
How is she getting money?
She used to work at a strip club, and I don't know what she did. I can only guess. I do think that she has used her body for money.
I agree. I do too.
You, on the way
I
home
have
from the
not,
hospital,
actually.
Caitlin, when I was taking you back, when you were withdrawing, the first thing you said is, if I don't give you money, you're going to go
No,
to get
I
money.
did not.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Wow, because I've
You
never done
did
that.
that.
Wow, okay. Well, I've never had to do that. So.
Maybe you were in your
And actually,
altered
I've been
state,
very
but that's
proud that I've
exactly
never
what
had to
you
do
said.
that. And you can ask anybody, and I've never in my life had to do that. I've always had money, and you know I've always had money, and I've always made good money since the second I moved out this house until just recently.
Kaylin, you've told me
So that's
before
not
that
true.
you've done massages, working at the
Yes,
strip club.
back, and she was trying to get me to sell me the massage table. So I'm a good person. I know how to talk to people, and I can get money like that. I don't have to do that, and never have, and never will, ever. So.
Well, Kaitlin says she does not want to go to rehab, so I want to hear her plan after the break.
If she doesn't take this, Caitlin, when we get off that plane, I will have the police force.
Do you think forcing someone to get help like that is the best way?
I'm concerned about your baby. Closed captioning provided by...
My mother gives my sister Kaitlin everything, but has never done the same for me. I moved out on my own at an early age. I went to college. I had a very successful career. I actually moved closer to home so that my mom could help me with my twins. But my mom is so busy raising my sister's girls that she has no time for me or my family. It's like I would have to be the idiot child before my mother would help me.
Let's just cut to the chase here. We've got a baby whose life is hanging in the balance here. We've got a young woman whose life is hanging in the balance here. And I'm a mandated reporter, and it's very clear to me that you have zero chance of getting this under control on your own. Zero chance of getting this under control on your own. So what I'm telling you here is you need to go into a very serious long-term dual diagnosis treatment program to get yourself healthy for the first time ever. My question to you is, are you willing to do that?
To an extent, yeah.
I'm sorry?
So to an extent, yes.
What do you mean to an
It just
extent?
be
Yeah.
depending on what it is, because I
Kaitlin.
want help. I do believe that that's true, that of what you're saying. But as of me committing myself to programs where I would have to be inpatient for, months, I just don't believe that I could do that. But I definitely want help. I definitely believe what you're saying is true. I do need the help. I do need medical help and all that. And so
Well,
I guess I just
what I'm
don't
talking to you
understand
about
what
is
you're offering.
what I'm talking to you about is months. It isn't weeks. It isn't 28 days. It's months. It could be many months. The alternative is you have made some interesting declarations here on the show that you've dealt drugs, and that's a crime that you've confessed to, which is interesting. And she's shooting up 5 times a day, and she's got to get those drugs, and she's going to go get them, and she can be arrested making that drug connection, and she can go to jail. And you have to be prepared to have her go to jail.
If she doesn't take this, Kaitlin, when we get off that plane, I will have the police for you.
No, not when you get off the plane. She
No,
can't
she's
get
not
on the
getting
plane
on a
without
plane.
getting a hookup.
No.
And she can
That's
get
true.
arrested right here
Yep.
because I can have... I can alert LAPD before you walk off of this stage, and they can just shadow you every minute, and you make a drug hookup, they can arrest you and put you in jail.
So you think forcing someone to get help like that is the best way?
I don't give a what you think. I'm concerned about your baby. You get self-righteous with me all day. I don't care. I'm concerned about your baby. Your baby doesn't have a voice. Your baby doesn't get a vote. I'm speaking for your baby.
Thank you.
So you can get self-righteous and sanctimonious all day long and tell me, so you think this, you think that? Tell that walking lady, I don't care. I'm concerned about your child.
Look at what you're
family.
doing.
You lose your children if you don't take this help.
This is it.
You lose everything. I'm out.
If you're not out, I'm out. Closed captioning provided by the fact that you don't see rationally right now that I'm offering you probably $250,000 of help here, and you want to say,
Take
well,
it.
I don't know. I think that just means you're not thinking straight.
Not at all.
No.
You-
Kaitlin, this is the
you're,
best
you're
thing.
the mother that had 2 children
Yep.
that someone heard crying alone in a motel.
Yeah, I didn't know about.
Yeah, it's your job to know. You're their
Exactly.
mother.
Well, I was at work, so how am I supposed
It's
to know?
your job to
Supporting
know.
them.
How old were these children?
3 and a
So how
half
am I
and
supposed
18
to know
months.
3.5 and 18 months.
know
They're
that I didn't know
alone
that,
in a
so-
seedy hotel room. You were gone. They're in there alone.
Right,
3.5
I
and
didn't know that.
18 months.
You need to take this help.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is not funny. This is not a joke,
It's
Kaitlin.
not a-
You need to get help. You need to get help.
Kaitlin, this is it.
Shame.
A shame.
You lose
Look
your
at what you're
family.
doing.
You lose your
Yeah.
children if you don't take this help.
This is it.
You lose everything if you don't take this help. This is it. This is the last intervention you will ever
Do
ever
this for your
have.
girls, Kaitlin. This is it.
You wanted your girls. You wrote your girls before we came here. Did you not? Mm-hmm. Isn't this, you're going to be back to help take care of them? How can you take care of them like this? You can't. You can't.
You won't.
And I can't take care of them anymore. I'm doing the best I can.
Look, we can do it easy, we can do it hard. This is TJ Howard right here. He's the Director of Operations at Origins. I asked him to be here today. He's been listening to Kaitlin's story. He understands the resources that have to be mobilized for this. He's here with a nurse. He's here with a transporter to keep you from going into withdrawal, to get you transported. I flew him in here for that purpose. TJ, this is an uphill battle. You're going to have to rally a whole team of troops to help her, correct?
Yes, sir, absolutely. And you know, the truth is we can treat Kaitlin and we can do all we need to do with her. But if mom doesn't get help, and if mom doesn't change,
It's true,
her
Mom.
approach-
It's true.
I'm ready.
It's true.
I'm ready.
You need to take a step back. You need to take a step back. Stop trying to save her. You can't. She needs to take this help.
So if you're butting out and you're not going to continue to do what you've been doing, then your choice is simple. I mean, you can either get off these drugs in a jail cell or you can get off these drugs in a rehab center. That's up to you. But you're out, right?
I'm out.
You need to be out.
And if you're not out, I'm out.
I'm out.
Because I'm not going to fight
I-
you and this addiction at the
No.
same time.
No.
So I got to know I have your commitment.
You have my commitment. 100%. I will
You
never
give her
help
another
again.
dime,
Not a dime.
I'm out.
I'm
Not a
ratting
dime.
on you.
And I'm serious. If she doesn't want to do this, then
I'm done.
that's her choice.
No more hotel rooms, Mom. No
But
more
then-
cars. No more money.
But then she just gets shadowed and gets arrested and goes to jail. And
That's fine.
I guarantee you, 6 hours in there, she's going to say, "Holy God, I wish I had a nurse and I wish I had medical supervision to get me through this." But
Yep.
my phone won't ring. I've been doing this a long time. And you can say yes now and get back in the green room and pitch a fit and all that. Don't even bother. You have to make a decision.
Yep.
You're at a threshold moment. You either want to do this or you don't.
What is the matter with you? What is there to think about?
I take it by your silence you're passing on my offer.
I'm not happy right now.
You're at a threshold moment. You either want to do this or you don't.
This is it, Kaitlin. This is it.
You need this. For your children, for you, please do this.
Kaitlin,
please.
we are
I
here
do not want to
for
bury you. I do not want to bury you.
I want my
I
sister
can't.
back. Your girls are begging for their mother back. Come on.
They want their mother. I want to
Come
be a
on.
grandma again. I don't want to be a mom again.
What is there to think about? What is the matter with you? What is there to think about?
Okay, I take it by your silence you're passing on my offer.
Come on,
No,
sorry?
Kaitlin, dear God, no. Please,
Because I'm moving on.
please.
You're-
Come on.
Caitlin, take
Oh, I
it.
have to say yes. Okay. I mean,
Come on.
I'll take the help, but
There's no but. You either want to do it or you don't. And
What
I
option
want
do
a
you have? Come on.
serious commitment or not. I'm not forcing you to do it. I'm not chasing you to do it.
Please, Caitlin, do
I'm
it.
offering this to you. You either want it or you don't.
Please, Caitlin.
all right. That's fine.
I'm sorry?
That's fine.
What's fine?
Say you'll take the help.
Please, Kate.
Come on.
I mean, I will take the help, but this is ridiculous.
I can't hear you.
I said I'll take the help, but I'm not happy right now. So
Well, that doesn't reach
on.
my
I'm okay.
threshold. I'm
You're not
sorry.
happy.
I'll take the help, but no.
Please.
I mean, honestly, I came here. I didn't have to come here.
I'm sorry?
I said I came here. I didn't have to come here.
No, you didn't, and you're not doing me a favor. Look, we're running out of time here. I'm not wasting resources on somebody that doesn't want to play the game.
I mean, I'll go.
I'm done. We'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put LAPD on your ass. They're going to catch you making a drug connection. They're going to arrest you, and they're going to put you in jail. Closed captioning provided by I want the help, but I don't like the way this is going, but I don't think I ought to have to do this right here, but I don't think we ought to not be able to talk about this or that. There is no but. You either want the help or you don't. And if you want the help,
I don't
you
even wanna talk to you
lean
guys.
into it. And you don't get back here. There's no pass and go. You leave from here to there. There's no sense saying you're going to do it here and then you get back there and start making demands. There are no demands. You do what they tell you to do when they tell you to do it and get yourself healthy and get this baby healthy. That's it. Or go do what you want to do.
Right.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put LAPD on your ass. They're going to catch you making a drug connection. They're going to arrest you and they're going to put you in jail. And I'll never see you again. I will move on. It's just that simple. All I care about is the baby at this point. I offered you help for you. I hate what happened to you when you were 10 years old. That requires very specialized care that I think you deserve. I want you to have that help. I want this baby to have that help. I am offering you the best help, in my opinion, in the United States.
Right.
And
Please.
but
Just say yes.
Oh, stop talking to me. All right, that's what's up. That's fine.
Kaitlin, listen to these people. They don't even know you, and they're begging you to take the
How
help.
am I not saying yes? Oh my God. Don't talk to me, Amy. God. Like, I'm sitting here talking to him and I'm saying yes to him, so what is the issue? I don't even understand. What more you want me to say or do? How am I not saying yes? How am I not saying that? I don't understand that.
You're committing to do this.
My goodness. Yes. I mean, how am I not?
Well, you're not by attitude and saying but every time you say yes, but, yes, but.
That's how I talk.
So I'm saying you're committing to this, because committing to this means you're going to leave here, you're going to get in a car with a transporter, you're going to go to the airport with a nurse that's going to supervise you every step of the way, you're going to fly to the place, you're going to go there, you're going to be there a long time.
Right.
You're going to be there through when that baby is born, I'll guarantee you.
Right.
So that's the deal. That you either take it or you don't. And I'm offering it, and that offer expires at the end of this sentence, because I'm through discussing it.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, then you go backstage and make the arrangements, and you're out of here. Okay, all right.
How do I go?
Go with him right here. I want to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to Origins and TJ Howard. And if you have a loved one that is struggling with addiction, go to drphil.com for more information about today's show. Thank you, and so long.
Kaitlin, this is the most wonderful opportunity you will ever have. I'm okay with this. You know why? Because you're gonna get the help that you need. You're gonna get the help you need, and you're gonna get these girls back. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing this for your babies. Call it dirty, babe. It's tough love.
It's time to load up. If you're going now. It's time, Kaitlin. Game's over. Either you're getting in this car right now or it's over. One of the two.
Can I please hit my damn cigarette? Like, why can't I hit it? I'm going
You're done.
to the
This is done.
car.
Okay, TJ. She's in, and you need to get her there and like this.